Let's play a little thought experiment. You've bought a brand new fully autonomous car that you cannot wait to test out and take on a drive. After half an hour or so of cruising down the streets of your neighborhood, you approach a pedestrian crossing with a couple standing at the edge of the sidewalk ready to cross. Coming in at 35 miles per hour, you slam the brakes to give the pedestrians a right of way. However, rather than slowing down, you still continue going at the same speed as before. Now, the couple begins to cross the street, and you hit the brakes again, only to realize that they've failed. Imagine on the left side of the street, there's a concrete barrier. Your two choices are as follows. You could either decide to swerve to the left and sacrifice your own life, but spare the two lives of the innocent couple, or you can drive through the pedestrian crossing ahead, resulting in the death of the lives of the couple, but spare your own. Now, who's at fault in this situation? Is it the driver, the AI model programmed to make the decisions, or the programmer who was instructed to build the AI? As AI begins to integrate in every part of the digital world today, one of the most important issues humanity has to deal with are the ethical dilemmas posed by AI. Now, explicit flaws in code are just the root of the issue in ethical AI dilemmas. An even larger issue is algorithmic bias. Algorithmic bias is when systematic and repeatable errors slip their way into computer programs, creating unfair or biased outcomes to marginalized groups of people. So, issues such as systemic racism and sexism can be produced and perpetuated through algorithms. For instance, according to Alex Najibi, blogger for Science in the News, in the 2018 Gender Shades Research Project, scientists found that all the facial recognition algorithms they used performed worse on darker-skinned females, with error rates up to 34% higher than for lighter-skinned males. What basically happens is that the input, aka the programmers and datasets, are primarily made up of white males, and when the input only occurs on this one specific group, there are inherent flaws which output more racism and sexism throughout society. So going back to the self-driving car example, what will happen when electric vehicle companies buy and use these dangerous datasets, particularly when they become mainstream? And who will be at fault this time when cars disproportionately target marginalized groups because nobody trained the datasets ethically? I'll leave that up to you. But how can we prevent this issue from happening? Well, we have to introduce the importance of AI ethics to college curriculums and the workplace. We need to get more diversity in STEM fields, or else technology will ironically set us back several decades. And as a programmer, you can focus on building human-centered AI by using datasets that target algorithms for bias, such as AI Fairness 360, IBM's Watson OpenScale, and Google's What If tool. It all comes down to being more conscientious of the programs you build and holding people accountable. And so it's important for people to learn about AI ethics so that we're able to help build up the world with technology and progress forward as a society rather than the contrary.